We are at, at the peak of spring, looking at the queen of flowers in the botanical garden, the coral peony, Paeonia mascula, which is one of the most beautiful and rare plants of native to Israel. It grows only in the Upper Galilee, and the plants we have here in the garden were brought here in the late 70s and live here for decades. If you look at the leaves are dissected, and when they emerge from the ground, they emerge in February like fists that break the soil. This reminded the masculine figure to the person who described the species to science, and that's why he called it Paeonia mascula, the masculine peony. But we call it the coral peony, and you can see the beautiful flower. It starts as a round bud, and then later the bud opens into this flower which lives for a few days. You can see there are a few petals, and in the center of the flowers there are a lot of anthers and some styles. There is almost no nectar in the flower. This is a pollen flower, just like poppy and tulip and anemone, and it attracts primarily beetles, but also some bees who come and enjoy the pollen as a food reward, and they pollinate this flower. The plant here are actually a backup to the rare population in nature. If something happens with this southernmost population in the Upper Galilee, we always have these healthy plants from which we can propagate new plants and bring back to nature. This is one of the most important roles of the botanical garden, a shelter garden for endangered species. The coral peony is a beautiful flower in itself, but it's a mistake to look at this plant as a one-man show. The flowers are dependent on insects that come and pollinate them. And later, when the fruit are ripen in August, September, the fruits are open and reveal fleshy seeds. These are dependent on birds that distribute them. So the plant is part of the ecosystem, is part of the animal, the fauna around it, part of our ecosystem.